Ladies and gentlemen, good day to you. My name is Navid Reza Ahadi. I'm reaching out to you from Bangkok, Thailand. Today I have a presentation about the impact of a smart technology in transforming jewelry industry. It's going to be a short presentation and I'm going to break down the transformation of jewelry industry for the past few thousand years in one side and also for the past decade in the other side, plus what we're going to expect to see in the future. Well, we are all familiar with the traditional jewelry. The traditional jewelry, it goes back to tens of thousands of years. Humans have evolved with jewelry pretty much since early ages. But what's very interesting is that when humans start having access to new technologies, such as technologies to extract mineral, being able to have early mining sections, being able to cast those mineral and purify them into various elements such as silver, copper, gold, and then later on to have the handicraftman to strand these minerals, create metals, provide various handicraftman products, shape, object, jewelry. So it has evolved, and what has really helped revolutionizing the jewelry industry is the technology. So you can compare that for the past 50,000 years until 4,000, 3,000 years ago, we didn't really move that much. We haven't really, we had not improved that much in jewelry. But for the past 3,000, 4,000 years, you realize that when a human start to cast a mineral and start to have the handicraftman to have the arts to create various objects and also artwork along with jewelry, you can see that it's a huge difference. And now imagine for the past 10 years how much technology has evolved. For the past 50 years how much it has influenced our life. Now these are some of the typical jewelry you can find in market. We have gold, we have silver, we have various kinds of gemstones. And then we have a smart jewelry. Smart jewelry it has already started near less than a decade, and it still has a lot of room to improve. It has lots of different classification. Basically, a smart jewelry or a smart gadget integrated into the art of jewelry. And it has it's the reason I'm emphasizing this is because this is going to completely change a very large sector of jewelry industry. Obviously, classic jewelry will always remain. It's not going to be vanished, but a large part of it is going to transform and integrate with smart technologies, with gadgets, with technology gadgets, and so forth. And one of the reasons is, let me give you an example. For the past 50 years, how much have your life changed? How much have our life changed? How much technology is playing a role in your life? Let's not go that far. For the past 10 years, how much has it changed? Your cell phone, how much has it changed for the past 15 years? Do you remember what kind of phone you had 15 years ago and what kind of phone you have today? How much more it can do today, how much more it can offer today. In many countries, your phone is literally your wallet, your personal album, your maybe financial accountant even. It's your main contact to keep in touch with your work, check your email, send emails, and so forth. So you can see that it has completely changed our life for the past just one decade. Yet alone since the foundation of internet and technologies and invention of computers, especially after World War II, we have rapidly changed our lifestyle, our societies. Now imagine with more technologies, our future generation, what kind of life they're going to have, what kind of expectation are they going to have. And imagine how much your life is already connected to internet. Some of us, including myself, we won't be able to function long if our phone is not around. Not necessarily because we're addicted, but also because unfortunately or fortunately, we do have They need to use it for a lot of things, for work, for personal use, for perhaps using it as a camera, and a lot of other things. So that's why the concept of smart jewelry is going to completely change the jewelry industry in the a couple of decades which are coming. Already, there are many companies working on design, various function that the jewelry could offer, and they could basically create the aesthetic side, the beauty, the value of mineral, gold, silver, platinum, even copper, whatever that it is, plus beautiful gemstone, which can be considered as investments, as a piece of art, also as a gadget that can help you do lots of different things with it. And so beside these, well, a smart jewelry, a lot of them, they are a small, basically integrated version of a smart gadget into the art of jewelry. So they have kits, they have chips, they have softwares. They're usually connected to a phone app, and they do a lot of data, analyzation information, GPS tracking, and so forth. Depends on what you buy and what kind of functionality is designed for it. But one thing is for sure, the jewelry industry is not just going to change for consumer, it's also going to change for manufacturer, for laborers, for people who are involved in business. When imagine if you have a smartphone, in a smart ring, for example, if something happens, you have to take it back to the jewelry shop. They will open it for you. They will fix the, for example, that part of a kit or chip which is been damaged for some reason. They can fix it, and then they can remake your ring. If there are parts of the, for example, if you have a diamond ring, if a couple of diamonds are missing or have fallen down, then you can go back and ask them to fix it for you. So my point is that education and manufacturing are also going to completely change. The new laborers, they have to get ready to be integrated a lot more in technology than they have ever had in the past decades. And this is going to also open a lot of job opportunities for youngsters, for people to learn new technologies, to also be able to create the added value through those technologies for the jewelry industry. And imagine when you go to a jewelry shop, your expectation is not going to be that traditional classic jewelry shop anymore. It's going to have lots of different applications, software packages, subscription basis that you could perhaps apply for, gadgets, new upgrades, and so forth. So it's going to be a lot more interesting. And the other things which is very interesting about the jewelry is that jewelry industry is going to help sustainability significantly. You may ask me how. A very large waste of the hazardous waste we have every year, unfortunately, is because of our electronic waste, which contain mineral, it contains certain chemicals which can be dangerous. As you can see, here is other kind of a smart jewelry, which is, for example, a multiple bracelet connected via Bluetooth to change the color. There are many different kinds of smart jewelry, and all of these at some point, if they are not going to be an added value, they're going to won't be able to have the market anymore. This also includes the classic jewelry. So going back to the same topic, so because our consumer behavior are now changing, there are a lot more integrated in technologies that have different needs. The smart jewelry, many companies, including, for example, other foods, are trying to accelerate various technologies to integrate and to offer different sorts of smart jewelry. There are many other companies and startups who are involved in the smart jewelry sector across the world as well. So going back to the topic of sustainability, the reason it is very important is because, as I mentioned, a large part of our hazardous wastes are actually because of the fact that, for example, you're using a phone. After sometimes you may not use it anymore. Maybe you don't want to upgrade it, or you don't even want to sell it because it doesn't work that much. You may just not use it, and maybe you throw it away. Maybe the glass is broken. It costs a lot of money to fix it. Maybe you want to fix it, you buy another one, or you upgrade your phone. My point is the recycling process, the turnover of changing a phone or a smart gadget or various types of electronic products is very, very, very high. So there are millions of tons of waste of hazardous electronic chips, kits, products, which some companies are not actively trying to recycle, but still, compared to how much it exists, they can't really keep up with recycling them properly in the right way. So the valid value jewelry has, when you have a diamond ring with gold or with silver, with precious gemstone, with beautiful, attractive mineral and gemstone, if the kit has issue, you're not going to throw your ring away. You will go to a jewelry shop, they will change the kit or the chip inside for you if there are some issues. If the connectivity to the app is not, it's a problem, you go and you call the centers, they will give you some suggestion, they'll help you to send you a new upgrade. If you want to upgrade it to a new version, you can obviously try to upgrade the software. If there's a new hardware upgrade, you can go and change it to the new hardware upgrade at the jewelry shop. So the point is, you're not going to throw your ring away. You may just change the kit inside. You may upgrade the software that connects through the app and so forth. So the point is, your jewelry, have you heard they said diamonds are forever? Your ring are forever. They go, if you take care of them, they can stay in your family for many, many decades to be counted. And imagine how much technology can evolve with it, because you can just upgrade the technology in your ring. So this is going to significantly reduce a large percentage of this electronic waste, which are related to smart gadgets and even our telecommunication to some degree. And this can be significant enough for us to actually consider it. It also the smart jewelry can also help elderly, disabled users, other people with issues, because there are a lot of integrated gadgets involved in jewelry where they can basically, you can press a button for it to send you a SOS message to one of your relatives or to the police, or some technologies are able to detect if you fall down or if your body movement is not right, to be able to call for help. And there are GPS integrated application and data analysis, which is related to your health, is integrated in the system. So these are all various added value that exist in a smart jewelry. So smart jewelry is going to upside down the jewelry industry in the next few decades. It's going to change it beyond our imagination, although classic jewelry will always remain. And you can also find jewelry that look very classic with expensive gold, with very expensive gemstone, but yet inside they are integrated with various tech gadgets, and they can do lots of different things for you. And I'm sure many youngsters in the future are going to prefer the second version, which has the value, the financial value, the art value, because it's gold, and for example, with gemstone, or silver with gemstone, diamonds, and so forth. At the same time, it's a gadget. And it can do a lot of tech-related stuff for you. I hope you have enjoyed my presentation. I'm going to leave my email with the chairman of the conference. If you have any question, I'll be happy to answer your questions. Otherwise, all the best. Enjoy your conference, and I hope to have this opportunity to have other keynotes for you in the future.